Well, Gaffer, pre-season is all about fitness, but the performance and the result to go with it, it must be a really good night for you.
Yeah, I was pleased with the performance, but most importantly, I was pleased that we came through it with no injuries. You know, that we got a lot of valuable minutes into a lot of players there. You know, seeing Hedgie have another 45 was great. Siggy coming on, playing 45, Ty getting the full 90 as well. So, you know, it was really pleasing to get some valuable minutes in the legs. The two boys who both came and played number 9 did very well. So it was pleasing for them to try and adapt to how we want to play and English football and coming here on a Friday night, you know, was a really good game for them.
Really good test for us tonight, wasn't it? And I felt it was a really controlled performance throughout. Could have been more goals as well.
Yeah, listen, Stockport are a really good team. It's going to be ever such a difficult game when we come here in the Cup, and you know, it was a good performance. But again, the most important thing is what we came through without any injuries. Pre-season's all about fitness. You know, getting to understand each other the style of football we want to play with and without the ball. And I think throughout the games we've certainly got better at that.
Do you think we've just gradually built and built and built? Because tonight I thought the performance probably the best one we've seen in pre-season.
Yeah, and that's what pre-season's all about. You know, it's about getting fitness. It's about understanding each other's roles. You know, the results don't matter. It's important people don't get carried away with the wins or the losses. The losses. So the most important thing is that, you know, as I say, everyone's come through it injury-free. Everyone's fit. You know, disappointed I couldn't get more boys on the pitch tonight, but you know, it's important that then starting 11 got the full 90 minutes today, and you know, it was good.
I suppose pre-season is all about auditions, really, isn't it, for players? And certainly Tyrese scoring the goal looked really sharp tonight, didn't he?
He did, and you know, I think he was disappointed he had to come off at Wigan, so he couldn't get his 90 minutes in his legs there. But he put in a really good shift tonight, which he does every week. You know, his attitude since he's been back since pre-season's been exceptional, and you know, it's a big season for Ty. I hope he really goes and scores a lot of goals. You know, because his work rate certainly deserves to score more goals with the way he works for the team.
It ends a really good week for the club. It's been a long week, it feels, but a productive one with a lot of new signings coming in. Firstly, Maktar and Yuki strengthening in that forward area of the pitch, which was much needed, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think the work that Adam Owens and Rudy Gusted and John Park have done to really highlight them two players and bring them in has obviously been very good. You know, they both did very well tonight. There's a long way for them to go. You know, obviously the performances will be better. They're still short of fitness, but I thought tonight's game was a perfect game to give them both 45 minutes and get some real good football in their legs.
And it will take them a little while to adapt, isn't it? Coming to a new country, new language for both of them as well.
Yeah, it will, but they're coming into a fantastic dressing room. The dressing room, the boys, you know, a different class. You know, the dressing room's a real top dressing room, so they'll be made welcome straight away, which I know they were.
And I suppose tonight they've both had opportunities. They're both getting into those right areas, which is always a good start for a striker.
Of course it is. I mean, you know, I think Maktar could have got 3 or 4 in that first half. You know, so yeah, it was good they're in there, and hopefully they can start producing the goals that we want.
Another forward was Andy Vyman, someone you know well. I believe you used to be in a car school with him during your time at Watford. So he says anyway. You must be really pleased to bring in proven championship experience and expertise at this level.
Yeah, I think the 3 boys that we brought in all know the level inside out. You know, they're not necessarily here to play week in, week out. They're here to help this real talented group of players, you know, and the championship's relentless. You know, you could see that last year with Fads coming in the team. He really strengthened us, made us a lot better, really got better performances out of Dom and Hayden. And, you know, that's the job of experienced players coming in, you know, to help the group and make sure the dressing room runs smoothly. And we've brought 3 real top experienced players in to help do that.
Just on Danny and Fads, obviously they've both been there, done it and got the T-shirt, and not just on the pitch but off it. I think big characters, aren't they? And they'll guide the squad. Yeah, and that's the job of a senior player. You know, as I say, it's not necessarily to play week in, week out. It's to come in and make sure the dressing room runs smoothly and the training ground's running smoothly. You know, and that's their job. That's what I've told them I want them to do. And I know whenever they'll play, they won't let the team down either. Will they take a little while just to get up to speed, because they've obviously not been with the club at all summer until the last week or so? Yeah, they haven't been. They've obviously been doing their own little work at home, you know, but they're still 3 or 4 weeks away from being involved, I think. But we'll monitor them over the next week or so, see if they'll be available in the up and coming games. But it's important we don't rush them, you know, and we've got some real quality players who have joined us. And we've said players coming in, but going out. Jake Garrett on loan to Bristol Rovers. Do you think that'll be a really good move for him as well in League One, in the sort of rough and tumble of it all?
Yeah, I think Jake's an exceptional player, and it's important now he goes away from the club and gets the games under his belt. He's been a pleasure to work with. He's a real talented player, and I'm really excited for when he comes back for his loan, and will only make our squad better, which is the most important thing. You've
been in his shoes, haven't you? So, when you were a youngster in your playing days, you obviously went out on loan. What sort of experiences do you think he'll garner from that time down in Bristol?
I think it's just a new atmosphere, a new club. He's been at Blackburn for a number of years. It's important now he gets a good feel of how other teams play, how other managers work, what other fans are like. And Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday now is the most important thing. He gets the minutes in his legs, and I'm really excited for when he grows with Bristol, which he will. They're a fantastic club. We've got a good manager there, and he'll get some valuable minutes in his body and his legs, and he'll come back and make us better.